Nobody in your circle shows you no respect. Everybody in your circle disrespects you. Everybody in your circle insults your intelligence. Everybody in your circle is toxic. And I guarantee anybody in your close botched circle that ever came up on any significant amount of money, you never got even 10% of it. And you've gave people 50% of what you came up on. Your so-called best homie that you say, not your best, but one of your good homies, came up on $3,750 and gave you $10. You smoked that much weed with him. And I guarantee you it'd been like that with anybody else in your life. But I bet you had more to show for, they had to show with 99% of the money. You got 1%, and I bet you still have more to show than they ever did. Because they toxic haters. People in your life think you mental, especially people that's close to you. And you are mental. You do have ADHD, but what really messed you up was learned helplessness. And it came from a very close, botched circle, disrespecting you, calling you dumb, treating you like you stupid. But at the end of the day, you never put a needle in your arm, powder to your nose, or a cracked crystal meth pipe to your mouth, which makes you the smartest individual in your circle. You just had mental issues and was always talked down to people and had neglection of a terrible smile. You call it terrible, I call it bad. Your teeth should have been addressed. You said your dad's little sister had braces, so his moms knew she needed braces, so your dad knew you needed braces, but he didn't think it was important enough to pay for his child, his son, to have a nice smile. He knew the importance of that, but it wasn't important enough to him. That being said, you were surrounded by toxic, negative individuals that never showed you how to be successful, never believed in you enough to be successful, and that's why you ended up not successful. But what kept you afloat is because you never let none of those haters make you feel miserable because you never looked up to nobody in your circle. You looked up to Crockett and Tubbs from Miami Vice. You wanted a beach house. You wanted to live like the Jetsons. You had big ideas. And I can say that's because of your dad and the street racing and the type of people he hung around. So you took that. But hurtful things that were said to you by family, friends from the hood, etc., you didn't give a damn about that. Because all the riderous, dope dealing, this killing, this pimping, this pandering, this murdering, this rider, and this individuals were your best friend. The people that hated on you, the niggas they looked up to and was scared of, was your everyday homies. You made me $240,000 in credit, and I didn't know nothing about doing that, and I'm a shrink from Yale. You made your friend Grace $18,000 in credit. You made your friend at Westcon Bank, which is an accountant, $45,000, and he didn't have no idea, and your friend Grace didn't, and I didn't either, on how you could flip an email into being your business without an LLC. You know how genius that is? Now you know another trick on how you can get $5,000 of credit for $250 in 3 weeks. So you can spend $5,000 on a bank credit card out of a $10,000 line of credit. You know how to spend $5,000 in 2 weeks and pay it all back with $250. In 6 months' time, that's $30,000 you have paid back to a bank. In their eyes, they're going to increase your $10,000 limit to $50. In 1 year, it's going to be $100. So you're absolutely right. With US Bank, they will give you a $50,000 line of credit. Long story short, with 10 credit cards, you will have $1 million in credit by the summer of 2027. And I guarantee you, nobody in your toxic circle can even fathom the thought of putting together numbers like that from a credit hack, because they don't have no value. That's why people would rather die before they admit you smarter than them. All the research you do about herbs, natural herbs, curing diseases, slowing down cancer, curing cancer, AIDS, diabetes, whatever the case is. You can do all that talking to haters in your circle and they not listening to shit you saying. They'll still get advice from somebody else that will call you a genius in front of them. Guaranteed. Because I call you a genius and I'm from Yale. And not to toot my own horn, Yale and Harvard and Princeton, and ain't too many more people that's smarter than us. As you said yourself, I got a $20 million deal for a Fortune 500 company. Now I'm basically retired. I ain't got to pay no bills, no rent, utilities. I'm in a 1,500 square foot loft with a brand new Tesla, and I don't got to pay for charges, anything. I make $85 an hour and I work 12 hours a day. Now I'm taking an all-knowing AI course, which I figured out how to damn near do surgery. And I still didn't know how to make $250,000 in credit in 3 days like you did. You concentrated for 1 year, 10% of concentration. And you met $200 million Peter Marcos, did a video at his store, met Laz Alonso, met Phoenix Flexen, met Anthony Mobasher, met Cali Muscle. People that you look at on TV and get excited, you met them. You got pictures with them. I bet nobody in your circle in their life met people that amount to $200 million damn dollars. And stay friends with Peter Marcos, because Peter Marcos can write a check that'll put your lights out with success. You figured out how to get a $130,000 GLE 63S Jeep. You're calculated and strategic. You would get a 2024. Look how you put your mind together. It costs $92,000 with a CPO warranty. Most motherfuckers don't know about no CPO warranty. Certified pre-owned, they don't know about that. They don't know that it will cover the car into 50,000 miles and you get a double extended one mixed into the payments, so you won't have to worry about problems for 3 years. They don't know about tax writing their vehicle off. They don't know how Trump made it where you can get 100% back on your tax write-off even if the car is not over 6,000 pounds. The 3 different tax forms you can fill out to do that, and how you can write off the depreciation value, which is linked to negative equity, which is going to be $3,000 of negative equity on your Kia Stinger. You smart as hell. You right, Alonzo. If you had a high school diploma, you would be a millionaire. Like I told you, my dad said a prayer to God, and I caught him saying it, that I don't be successful before I can stay there and take care of him. He prayed that things that I want to make happen didn't happen, and he wondering why nothing but downfalls keep happening in his life. You tried to ruin your own daughter's life, ain't nothing good gonna happen to you. He can pray all he want to God. God already know, he already crossed him. By jinxing and trying to sacrifice his own daughter to take care of him because he's unsuccessful and selfish and don't want me to live my life with a nice guy just to stay there on some little house on the prairie shit and take care of his ass. And he wonder why nothing but pitfalls happen and why he can't be successful in his dreams. Duh. You ruin somebody else's life. You can't play God. He actually hate people like that the most. But it's a toxic damn shame how you still got to take care of him. He hated on me, but I got to take care of him. Ain't that some bullshit? Look, Alonzo, you figured out how to get AI to turn you into a supervisor. 2 months later, you a concierge. Now you got all the people that's board members cool with you. You get along with people to the point the assistant general manager, when he came to tell you you don't do enough communication online with the company, the first thing he said is, we know you get along with people. Get this GLE 63S, get them teeth straight. Move with Irvine for 6 weeks. Not just on your off days, the complete 6 weeks. Be Anthony off designer women with them rich women. 90% of people in your circle wish they knew somebody that was balling like that they could go stay with for rent free. They have been done kicked you to the curb. And don't you forget that. Think about what I said. Anybody in your circle that knew they could go stay with one of their friends that's millionaires in a $10 million mansion and Calabasas will be gone. Don't forget it. Go out there, stay for them 6 weeks. Only come to Long Beach to work. Don't buy no food in Long Beach. Don't get no gas in Long Beach. Don't look at nobody in Long Beach. Get a limo tent on your windows. Drive to Long Beach in the morning. Calabasas is far. So damn what? Get up at 5:30 in the morning. You will be there by 6:15. Traffic is good. Be at work early. Soon as you get off work, go down Ocean Boulevard, make that right. Like you said, I ain't been out there, but you explain shit so detailed. Jump back on the 710 and go back to Calabasas. Don't talk to nobody in Long Beach. Like I said, don't go nowhere in Long Beach. Don't eat in Long Beach. Don't buy gas in Long Beach. Nothing. You just come out there to work. Come to work and get on. Send people text messages, video chat calls, voice messages. Whatever. Do not be in Long Beach for the complete summer. When you get that Jeep, when you drive off the lot, go straight to Calabasas. Call off that day. Use one of your sick days. Do not drive that Jeep home. You go straight to Calabasas. Your teeth are going to be fixed at the end, in the middle of May. You've already calculated that you don't got to wait to June to get the new car. You can get it in May. Your teeth will be straight. You will have them implants in. They'll be straight and white. Your life is going to be 80% better. You're going to be detoxed. You're going to be disciplined. That stomach's going to be gone. You got nice looking women in your life. You got a mentor like me in your life, which you call me a sexy slice of cheesecake, and I appreciate that. Never heard that before, and I love it. That being said, them new teeth is a new life. $50,000 in credit is what you will have, which is a new life. Your dream car, well, you wanted a 745, but you don't like how they look now, but $130,000 race Mercedes is more valuable. So now you're in a $130,000 to $150,000 Jeep. It costs $800 more than you make a month, but you figured that out. You figured out with the extra $1,000, you gonna get 100 wigs, 50 ponytails, $500 on merch, on knockoff bags, purses, and shoes, body fragrances for the women. If you just sell them 150 wigs, like you said, $15 a wig, $7 a ponytail, you're going to make $1,090, and you have already met your quota of $900. So just off the wigs is enough to make your quota to pay that high car note and pay for gas. Everything you make off the merch, that extra $500 to $1,000 a month is just what's sitting in your pocket. And I like how you said in 90 days it will be a business. 45 days before your card note, another 45 days with 100 business card with colored pictures. You're going to have solid customers. You're going to have 10 beauty salons that's going to buy wigs and merch and purses. And you right, when they see a smooth black brother, 53 years old, but look 43, nice snow white teeth, nice confidence, a sense of humor like yours, and a $130,000 Mercedes Jeep, they're going to spin with you. The Kia Stinger is nice. It looks good, but it's not backed like a $135,000 Mercedes Jeep, and you know that, so don't waste your time explaining it to people who can't figure that out. Because if motherfuckers can't figure out a $135,000 Mercedes Jeep is going to put you in the game more than a Kia, they're stupid, and God said don't argue with fools, because you'll be arguing over the stupidest, dumbest shit on this earth. Get that Jeep, get that hair, Get that merch. Get your ass out to Irvine for 6 weeks. Do not be in Long Beach. That's an order. And at the end of them 6 weeks, I'm going to take you on a personal 2-week cruise, and we going to the Caribbean. Don't be taking no pictures. No pictures are allowed on this one. No videos. Don't send nobody nothing. Nothing. You ain't had a vacation all your life. 6 weeks in Irvine, 2 weeks with me. You need the whole summer with millionaires since you did a millionaire idea. And blessed and lucky to have millionaire friends you are. People wish they knew niggas that was millionaires. That's like your homie D-Dog from your hood was a millionaire. Your homeboy Dion was a millionaire. You knew millionaires, you just didn't have the right sales pitch to get them to invest in you. But you got a beautiful gift. You know how to get along with people. Your rap skills is off this planet because there's nobody on this planet harder than you. You got a good heart because you want to get D-Nut out. You got Irvine that really cares about you. Shannon that cares about you. Grace that cares about you. And I care about you. The sad thing is, out of your whole 52 years on this earth, you only got 4 people in your life that left a comment on your video. Your cousin Monet is cool. She probably left a comment on your video. Monet is cool because you treated her cool as a child. Her sister's on some bullshit. Her brother Justin was always on some bullshit. I'm glad you shook his ass, because if it wasn't for you, he would have been on drugs like his homies. All he got is his wife, the type of lady that know how to take a jack to a car and change a transmission, because he can't. She know more than him. He don't even know how to change oil in a damn car. She do. If she decide to leave his ass, he'll be homeless on drugs. He said his car is full of filth. He's clutter-minded. You come off that breed. You got mental issues too. You said your dad's oldest brother, son, had mental issues. His youngest brother, one of his sons, had mental issues. You were in that. It wasn't tended to. But that being said, you where you at? You in the third quarter with 7 minutes left, and if anybody ain't down with the success plan you got going, you need to kick their ass to the curb, and I don't give a damn who it is. Anybody that selfish of a hater, you need to cut their ass loose. That being said, take your ass to Irvine for 6 weeks, get this Jeep, trade that Stinger in. I don't give a damn if they give you $17,000, get rid of it. You know how to tax write off everything. Get mom's her own car. You're going to be 53. You ain't got time to be on nobody else's schedule. That's another problem you got. I know you got to take care of mom. Let moms get her own car. Moms need her own car. You said you're going to cut the bills off where she get to save $420. Well, that $420 will go to a Kia Forte or a Kia K4. You said your mom's told you getting the Stinger and the Camry was bad ideas and she wouldn't have never did it because it's too expensive. You can't afford it. So, well, it's time to let moms practice what she preach. Let her get something that she can afford in her range, which is $475, insurance included. You don't need to be on nobody's schedule. You got big things lined up. Forget that 9 to 5. And don't forget this either. Don't support nobody that don't support you. Because when you do that, you letting them get over on you. Don't support them, and I don't mean by money. I mean don't support them by watching nothing they like, eating nothing they like, going nowhere they like. Nothing. Don't show nobody support that got the audacity to scroll on their phone when you looking at videos that turn you up. Now, they'll look at the same bullshit, dumbass, whack-ass, senseless, mindless, unsuccessful, destinyless ass videos wasting hours of their life that you could never get back on bullshit. But when you want to look at some racing, some fine girls, or some young teenagers buying $100,000 cars, they want to start up a conversation to overtalk your goals. Them is the most toxic type of people. And they just want to feel superior to you because they know you superior to them. You got everything. You don't need nobody. You can live with Irvine and Shannon for free. You know how many people wish they could do that? You don't have to pay no damn rent. Nothing. Irvine and Shannon like you because you make them feel like the $100 million women they want to be. When you get your teeth straight, you are going to be the shit. So make it happen. Now, when it comes to December of next year, in May, the end of May, when you got this Jeep, when you staying in Irvine, when you flipping these wigs, hair, and purses to women that run beauty salons, like you say you want to do podcasts with the shop owners, that's brilliant. The women that own salons are ballers. They run a business. It's about money. It's about knowing people. People that don't think you need to know people to get ahead are stupid. They're blinded by the world. You have to know people. It doesn't matter about your skills anymore. It don't matter how good you rap. It matters on who you know. You harder than everybody out there. It's other hard rappers. Some of the whack ones get a deal because they knew somebody. You know how many millions of football players never get drafted, but some do because they knew somebody. Anything of significance, if you ain't just that person, you gotta know somebody. And anybody that's trying to change the rules to the world are gonna find themselves flat down on their face. You don't escape from snakes from moving to another area that's full of snakes. You don't get low as snakes. You rise so high above them to the point they don't even matter. Get this Jeep, straighten them teeth, go to Calabasas for 6 weeks. I'm going to pay for a cruise for you for 2 weeks. While you wearing your perio tray, it's going to feel like Peter Marco's teeth when you get them straight and white. The perio tray take about 5 to 6 months, which means that'll be around Thanksgiving 2026. You already in your Jeep. You figured out how to tax write it off and get all the money back and everything. Then you go to Colombia and get them teeth like my homegirl's boyfriend. Now, he got them nice teeth, but he ain't got the vision to be successful. He doesn't. Get that money. Get that car. Get to Calabasas. We gonna take a cruise. And like I said, when it come to Thanksgiving 2026, you go to Colombia and get them veneers. The devil is gonna show up before you get that Jeep. All kind of bullshit gonna come up. All kind of haters gonna come up. Can they borrow some money? Some shit happen. This happened. Don't let shit stop you from getting that Jeep. I don't give a damn if you get a health issue. If you get bad news, still get the Jeep. The doctor could tell you you got anemia stage 50. So what? Still get the Jeep. Don't let nobody break your focus because nobody never showed you support in nothing. Never break your focus. Oh, I had said that wrong what she said about her homegirl's boyfriend. That was my homegirl Irvine's boyfriend. But yeah, that's it. It's your boy Alonzo James saying words that come from my beautiful, sexy, 27-year-old mentor that's already worth $1.5 million. Actually, $1.7,400,000 thanks to me and my $240,000 credit hack I gave her. Giving it up to my homegirl Grace. That's one of my real niggas. To my homegirl Irvine Megan, which is my real nigga. To my homegirl Shannon, which is one of my real niggas. To my nigga Rick Rock, that's one of my real niggas. And to my number one favorite homie, brother from another mother D motherfucking nut. And you will be out by 2027. And Kafani Khalifa, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the baller CEO in Dubai, I'm gonna find you. You is fine as hell, and we can make some serious money renting my rap songs. My mentor be kicking some real shit. She really look out for me. That's some cold shit. Only 4 people out of everybody I told about my videos commented on them. Irvine, Shannon, Grace, and my mentor. Nobody else ever commented on nothing I did. So that show me who I need to listen to.